Howdy, y'all. I'm CC Summers, and welcome to the rootinest, tootinest dating sim you ever did see. I've heard that this game is really good, and I know that there are a lot of people to romance, but that's about it. So I am going into this blind, which always works in my favor. So let's just go ahead and get into it. What experience are you looking for? Safe for casual gameplay, or not safe, not casual? I know what you want. I know what you want. We're not even going to pretend as if I'm considering this option. Innkeeper Amon. Hello there. My, you look worn out. Always do. I'm shocked you haven't come here sooner. I'd like a room. Your lone self, me, all by my lonesome, needs a single room with one twin-sized bed, because I'm lonely. Of course! But first, I need your name for our register. What is your name? Can I just be my lonely self? Boop. My name is Cece. Alright, Cece, how many nights will you be staying with us? Indefinitely? A couple, I'm not sure yet. Oh, well that's quite fine. We've been needing the customers, so we should have no problem accommodating you. Thank you, innkeeper. Got horns in your hat. Well, that wraps everything up. Your room is the first one on the left. The innkeeper motions down the hallway, extending down the small inn. You give him a curt nod before making your way down. I tip my hat. You enter the small inn room, tired from your travels. You find that you're staring at yourself, a mirror across from the doorway. What are your pronouns? Let's go with this one. Ooh! Alright, well we all know I'm pasty as fuck, so I guess we'll just go with the white one. Ooh, I get parts. What do my parts look like? There's so far 4 different kinds of wangs. Seems like the difference is that they're big wangs or little wangs. That's it. What kind of face shall I have? That one looks very devious. Adorable. That one's probably closer to my personality. Definitely not that one. Ooh, the mustache. Okay. I'm split between this one and this one. I mean, yeah. This one makes the most sense. Hairstyle. Oh my god, there are 78 hairstyles. That is fantastic. This one is cute. I like that one. Also cute. This one would have been good with the mustache. I think this one's about the closest I'm gonna get. My hair hasn't been that long in a hot second, but it's okay. It's a fantasy world, you know? Like, in this world I have long, beautiful mermaid hair. And some clothes. That dress seems very unwieldy. I think we're gonna go with some nice pants. You check yourself out one more time in the mirror, finding yourself feeling quite lonely in your room. Part of you wonders what you should do with your couple of days here. Ooh, I've got 50 coins. Sweet. What does this mean? Energy? Maybe you have a chance to have a little fun with someone here with no ties. Oh. Though the first thing on your mind is sleep. You crawl into bed, bundling yourself up in the soft covers. You feel tired. You close your eyes trying to get some shut-eye. You wake up with a jolt, ready to experience the next day. That has never, ever happened to me. Ever. It takes me a solid 20 minutes to convince myself to get out of bed on a good day. All right, we have got some options. We can change our outfit. I just put it on, so probably not. Open the storage trunk, go to sleep, ? Or back to the parlor. I kind of want to see what stuff we brought with us, and then we'll head to the parlor. Oh, we brought a knife. That's it, that's all we got. I mean, a knife is better than nothing. Stab kidnappers, you know. It can come in handy. You close the storage trunk. To the parlor. What would you like to do? I would like to... Let's talk to the innkeeper. He seemed pretty nice. Sup, homie? You approach the innkeeper, a soft smile on his face. How can I help you, Traveler Cece? You look at him eagerly. How do I find a hat like your hat? This hat is bomb. I am digging these horns. I was just wondering if there was anything you had for me. The innkeeper's eyes narrow a little, curious by your statement. Depends. Do you have something to tell me? What do you want to tell the innkeeper? Maybe if I flatter him, he'll give me something cool? I suppose you don't. Didn't sweet talk him hard enough. That is quite fine. You turn and walk back to the parlor. Alright, well, I guess let's just leave then and see who's there. It's the South. Everybody's gonna be super polite and friendly, right? You find yourself in Summer Fair Town Square. Where would you like to go? Exciting. The inn, the saloon, the store, the sheriff's office, or downtown. Is it too early to go to a saloon? I mean, we just woke up, right? I'm assuming this is still at least a late morning, right? So let's go to the store. Let's get some snacks. You enter Summer Fair Trading Post. What would you like to do? Talk to this hobo. Or, rugged cowgirl. Standing near the shelves of horse tack, an intimidating young woman in green examines a horse bridle. She looks beautiful, but talking to her is going to be difficult. She didn't even really look up when you entered the store, so she's not exactly looking for conversation. Still, you decide to approach, raising a hand to wave in greeting. Hi, I'm Cece. I'm new around here. What's your name? Okay, this exuberance and my face, it's not working. I probably should have gone with the cute, peppy face because that just seems to be who I am as a person. The woman barely lifts her head to look at you as she speaks her name plainly. Jade. I mean, if you're going to have a name like that, you might as well lean into it, right? She promptly goes back to ignoring you. Let's get her attention. Hey, look at me. How should you get her attention without looking like a weirdo? There is no option. I will just look like a weirdo, and we're just going to have to be okay with that. Okay, so maybe we can kind of wrap both of these into one statement, Like, hey girl, are you here to buy that horse bridle? Well, you better buy it fast or I'm gonna buy it to put on you. I mean, I don't know about you, but if someone came up to me in the store and said that, instant date. Instant. Let's flirt. Let's be awkward. You decide the best thing to do is be obvious about your attraction to her and try to flirt with her. You sidle up with as much confidence as you can manage, grinning as you lean a little closer. Well, hey there, pretty lady. What's a woman like you doing in a place like this? I regret my choice. Can I go back? Can I go back and just ask her what she's buying? The woman seems somewhere between amused and annoyed, letting out a derisive little laugh. Are you lost? Did you think I was someone else? You must be kidding me with that line. Yes, jokes. It was all jokes. Forget I said anything. Have a wonderful life. I've got a name, you know. I'm called Jade, not Pretty Lady. Believe me, I'm no lady. Well, shit. That didn't go over too well. What are you gonna do to fix this? Try to be more genuine. Try to be smooth and suave about it. Run away! This is probably the smart option. But we'll just be like, look, bro, I'm sorry. I'm just, I want to hit it. And I don't really know how to go about doing that. So there's my offer. Considering how she took the pickup line, you figure you need to change up tactics fast. You decide the best thing to do is just be honest with her about why you approached, even if it's hard. No, I'm not lost. I guess I just thought that you were gorgeous, and I wanted to talk to you. I thought a cool pickup line would make me seem interesting and smooth. Jade seems to soften a little when she sees you open up and be honest with her, thankfully. You really thought that would make you look cool? Sweetheart, you need to work on your flirting. Hard agree. Hard agree. She pauses, cocking her head a little as she looks you over, seeming to size you up for some reason. Whatever she's looking for, she must find it, because she smiles at you, seeming excited. Oh God, is she gonna experiment on me? Am I the right size to be stuffed into a cannon and fired off into the distance, just a human cannonball? Tell you what, you can make it up to me by giving me a hand with a little something I've been working on. Oh God, she is absolutely going to be experimenting on me. There's this horse out in the fields near town, been wild for a time now. I want to take a lasso out there and catch it. What do you say, you want to help me? Absolutely, Jade. I am going to make a complete ass of myself, but maybe it'll make her like me. Trying to catch a wild horse sounds kind of intimidating, but I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? Now I'm going to be trampled to death. Yeah, sure, I'll give it a go. I bet if we work together, we could do it. Jade seems excited, perking up at your agreement. Let me just pay for these supplies and we can get moving. I bet we catch that horse, no problem. I'm confident in our abilities here. Jade took her armful of supplies up to the counter and paid for them, then turned toward you. What are you waiting for? Let's go. You hurry to follow her, nervous and excited for what's to come. It doesn't take long for you and Jade to arrive at the field, especially not with Jade's long, deliberate strides. Standing in the field not too far away is a gorgeous horse, a dapple gray with a white mane. What a pretty little horse. Aw, I'm gonna name him Hurricane because his coat looks like the clouds when a storm's brewing. Whoa, she's really inventive with her names. I love it. As she speaks, Jade prepares the lasso, glancing toward you. All right, I'm gonna lasso him, then you gotta get up close enough to put the halter over his neck, all right? I don't like that plan. I'm gonna get kicked in the head. You give a nod, suddenly all too aware of the kicking power of such a strong pair of hooves. See? Kicked in the head. I'm gonna just, right to the noggin. As Jade winds up, swinging the lasso over her head, you sneak close, holding the leather halter in both hands. It seems like time slows down as the lasso lands around Hurricane's neck, and you lunge forward to add the halter. You stumble back moments later, panting, and Jade grins. Oh, did we get it? You did it! We both did it! Hooray! She looks wild and delighted, laughing brightly, and she approaches the rearing horse cautiously. It seems angry, but it seems to settle to an uneasy shuffle as she murmurs soothing words and strokes its coat. It's strange to see such a tough-looking woman act so kind, but you can't help admiring the scene. When she's got the lasso off Hurricane's neck, Jade uses the rope to tie Hurricane to a nearby tree. With Hurricane tied up safely, she sinks to sit next to you on the ground, then flops onto her back. That was amazing. We got a horse. You can't help but agree, looking over at her and admiring the way she looks with the sunset on her skin. Damn, how long were we in the store? Shit, like the whole day's over. I knew you could do it, but I have to ask, why catch a wild horse instead of just buying one? Jade seems surprised at the question, and at first it seems like she isn't going to answer. Well, truth is, I just plain can't afford to buy one. Girl, same. A woman out here don't exactly get paid well for her work, so I just barely scrape by. Catching Hurricane was the best chance I've ever had to fulfill what I've been wanting my whole life. I've wanted a horse since I was little, way back before I was the lady you know now. So thank you. Thanks for helping me live my dream. Happy to oblige, ma'am. Jade reaches out, letting out a sigh, and takes your hand in hers. For a moment, she just lays there with you, watching the sun sink low below the horizon. Then she speaks again. Do you want to go back to your place with me? It's getting dark. We better not stay out much longer. Yes. You nod, stretching as you sit up, and you send her a smile. Yeah, I think I'd like that. As soon as you reach the inn room, Jade closes the door tight behind you, making sure it's locked. Either... shit's about to go down, right? Either it's going to be the good kind of going down, or she's gonna rob me. Of either my money or my kidneys. Or both. She moves close, pushing you toward the bed, and her eyes shine with excitement. If you want this to stop, you better say the word now before I get too worked up. Please don't rob me. Even as she urges you to stop her, Jade is fumbling with your clothing, determined to undress you. This happened very quickly. No, believe me, I don't want to stop you. Jade seems delighted at your words, her face a little red as she grins. Good, I think I would have been real upset if you told me to stop. How upset, Jade? Like club me over the head upset? Like throw me in a body pit upset? Jade is quick to unbuckle your belt, unbuttoning your pants without much trouble. She strips your lower half deftly, then your upper half, leaving you completely bare as her eyes rake over you. She doesn't bother to check where the clothes land as she tosses them aside. Who would? This room is tiny, it's not like you're gonna lose them. Once you're completely bare, Jade pushes you onto your back on the bed, excited at the sight of your naked body. Hope you know I'm not gonna be the one taking it. Okay. There's a little something not many people know about me. Maybe not a little, actually. Jade seems surprisingly lighthearted as she laughs at her own joke, reaching down to undo her belt buckle. Once her pants come down, it becomes much more clear what Jade is referring to. I am fully prepared for a weenie jump scare. I'm ready. It's not a jump scare if I know it's coming. Yep. This ain't gonna be a problem, is it? No? You shake your head, laughing a bit at that. No, of course it isn't a problem. Good, because I've been looking forward to this since I saw you holding that rope. Jade smirks, holding up the long rope you use for a lasso. I thought she lassoed it. The incontinuity. She had it linked to her belt this entire time, but now that she has you on the bed, she takes you by surprise with it, looping it snug around both your wrists. She stopped asking permission now, probably because she assumes you'd stop her or say something if you didn't want this. With the lasso rope, she binds your wrists firmly to the headboard of the inn bed, the rope chafing your skin. Once she has you solidly bound, okay. It's happening. It's happening. She said, I can't even read what she said. But goddamn, okay, Jade, fucking take a couple steps back, ma'am. Let's. Too much. Jade sits there for a minute or so, just appreciating the sight before we clean up. Then she unties your wrists, flopping down next to you in the bed. She doesn't pull you close, but makes no complaint when you curl up against her side. In fact, she wraps her arm around you as you settled in, surprisingly affectionate. It was pretty great. I'm glad I spent tonight with you. I'm glad you did too. Let's get married. You think about saying something else, but by the time you go to speak, Jade has already fallen asleep in your bed, snoring softly. She's still there when the sun rises, shining through the curtains of the inn room. She rises with a yawn when she feels you stir, stretching a little before she peels herself out of bed. She dresses in her discarded clothes, then pauses to press a kiss to your forehead. Gotta go, work calls, but please come see me again if you ever feel like it, all right? I don't say this to a lot of people, but you're really not so bad, you know? Aw, thanks. When she's dressed, Jade slips out of the inn room, leaving you alone to start your day. I got an achievement, yeah. Still only have a knife. Alright, back to the parlor. I still don't have any kind of secret code, so back outside we go. You step on something. Huh. You find a 100-piece coin. Sweet. Nice. Wait, how did I get money? I have 50. And now then I had 75. Like, obviously, I just got 100. But, like, how did I get the 25 coins? Did she pay me? Did she pay me for that? I hope not. Where would I like to go? Let's go to the saloon. Let's get crazy. You enter the saloon, the atmosphere cheerful and filled with glee. Who would you like to talk to? The man with the crazy eyes or the beautiful lady? Let's go get a drink. You approach the bar. Why? Where's his head? Where's your head, sir? Let's get a drink. The bartender slides you over a drink. You take a sip, enjoying the taste on your tongue. Before you know it, the beer is gone and you feel a bit bubbly. Okay, well, I don't know what the point of that was, but we did it. I would like to avoid crazy eyes right now, so let's go with the lady. You approach the dancer, her eyes trained on you. How are you, sweetheart? Aw, good. How do you want to go about this? How much a night with her is? Try to flirt your way into a free night. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't want to shortchange the lady, you know, like, if that's her job, if that's what she's selling, I don't want to be like, maybe I can be charming enough to get free shit. How much? How much is a night with you, ma'am? She bats her eyes. For a good-looking thing like you? 75 pieces. You nod, taking a moment to deliberate. That's a lot of money. I shouldn't have spent that money on a beer. Let's go. Why not? Why not? What the hell else are we gonna spend the money on? Food? Don't be ridiculous. Let's do it. You dig through your pockets. You pull out a couple coins, adding up to 75 pieces. With a bit of ease, you offer it to her. Here. With the money now in her hands, she counts each coin. Perfect. Right this way. She takes you by the hand, guiding you along the floor towards the staircase in the saloon. You both enter the room. Not much about it seems very special or specific. In fact, it's downright cookie cutter. She must use this sort of room for clients. You're just glad it's clean. Ever hired someone before? No, I actually haven't. You aren't sure if you seem wimpy to admit it, but you do regardless. Actually, I've never done something like this before. You sort of laugh, and with that she walks up close to you. That's so cute. Here, take a seat. She guides you to the bed, pushing your chest softly, which causes you to sit. I'm shocked a sweet thing like you hasn't been in bed with a worker like me before. She laughs softly, brushing both hands up along your legs through the fabric. Uh-oh. What's wrong with my undergarments? Oh, okay. She brings both of her hands up to her chest, then turns around. Mind unleashing me? Her voice is soft and seductive, and she looks sort of behind as she waits. I mean, it would be rude not to, right? You carefully untie the string holding her dress shut, the corset loosening and causing the top of her dress to sink past her shoulders. With her back still to you, she allows her dress to sink, the strong, structured part sitting above her hips. You find yourself unable to help as you reach out, resting your hands on either side of her hips. Easy there, sweetheart. She grabs her dress, pulling it over her shoulders and tossing it carefully. This leaves her in her underclothes. She carefully pulls up her undershirt, tossing it aside where the dress lies. Okay, I guess we're just... let's do that. The graceful. You shuffle them down your legs, managing to pull them off as well as your shoes. Sounds like we did that with grace and panache. All the while, she's now completely nude. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. You sure enjoyed yourself. I'm glad. She looks from you, then to your clothes. For a moment, you're breathless. You can't believe you got this out of 75 pieces. With your head less foggy, it clicks. She wants you out of here. Okay. For a second, you almost forgot you hired her. With a little confidence, you scrounge up your clothes, getting them together. She as well begins to get dressed. Just take a left out the door, it'll bring you to the staircase. She motions a little with a soft wave of her hand. Once dressed, you head out to the hall, then out through the saloon and outside. Where would you like to go? Oh, I can go somewhere else. Okay. Well, let's just keep going down the line here. Howdy, Sheriff. The sheriff yells at you as soon as you enter. I told you I'd take care of the damn... Sorry, you aren't who I was expecting. How can I help you? Hello, Sheriff Jedediah. Well, there hasn't been a crime that I know of. So I guess we'll just talk to him? You approach the officer, smiling brightly. Unlikely. Hello, sir. Hello, stranger. You're the sheriff. Is that correct? You sound suspicious. Yes, sir, Officer Jedediah at your service. His tone is stern, his eyebrows raised in fake interest at you. Just saying hello, getting to know everyone, that's all. You recover, smiling before giving him a nod and stepping away. He tips his hat. What does that mean? Wait, what does that mean? How do I get that? How do I get the menu? Like, look, does this look like the face of a girl that's going to walk up to a cop smiling brightly? Because the answer's no. Relations. Magnolia Strumpet Nicholson. We have no other information. Okay. A man with a gun. A man with a hoe. And it's not me. What's up, Jade? The Spitfire is a farmhand on a local ranch where she grooms and trains horses. She's always wanted a horse of her own, but has never been able to save enough to buy one for herself. Until now. Ha ha ha. Because we got her one. Oh my god, it's Crazy Eyes. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Absolutely not. Hello, Jedediah Marshall Brown. Aren't you a cool guy? Okay. Well, it seems like Jade's pretty interested, and, you know, she's pretty interesting. So, maybe we go back to the store and see where she is. What's in public records? You approach a hardy book in the corner of the room. Apparently, this is where the public records are stored. You flip through the pages, only 2 things coming to your attention. Crimes regarding a man named Will Curtis and an unknown source. Both take place in the woods. Huh. What changed? Oh, God. A feral beast of a man rumored to survive only on eating the neighborhood cattle. Not much is known aside from the fact that you shouldn't travel the woods alone. Or ever. This man is gonna cannibalize me, I just feel it in my bones. Let's go check in on Jade. Hey, Jade. What's up? Let's talk to the clerk first. You approach the store clerk. How can I help you? Ooh, we have new clothes. This is all way too expensive for me. This is all so expensive. That one's cute though. I have to save up $300. Or I could be dressed like a sheep. Or get some cute little suspenders. Or I could just walk around in my underpants. Or I could walk around in that. I can't walk around the town in my underpants. I can't do it. I like that. Some outlaw clothing. Okay, I'm just gonna hold on to my money for now. See what things I can buy. Produce, meats, artisan goods, and miscellaneous goods. I can get a strawberry cake. All right, this is very cool. This is very cool. I like all of the little pieces that are in it. We're gonna awkwardly shuffle away and go talk to Jade. Hey, Jade. Oh, hello. How are you doing? How's Hurricane? Jade seems delighted to see you again, waving back. Hurricane's settling in great. He's still a bit volatile, but he likes me a lot. Thinking about the horse, you can't help but remember the night you spent with Jade. You have other things to do today, but it was nice to check up on her. I'm glad he's settling in well. It was nice to see you again. You wander off to browse the shelves of the store, thinking back fondly on your time with Jade. Well, that's it. We're not gonna interact with her at all? Ask her when her birthday is, because that's the only thing we have left. Okay, well, let's go downtown. You walk along the path past the sheriff's office, finding the rest of summer fair. Where would you like to go? Not in the woods. Definitely not the woods. Let's check out this pasture. Oh, he also has crazy eyes. You take the small path to a pasture, which is currently lacking any cattle. Let's read the sign. Snakes wanted. Keep biting livestock. Will pay. Wait, he wants snakes to bite the livestock? Snakes wanted. Keep biting my livestock. Will pay. Search for snakes? Let's search for some snakes. Oh my god, is this a minigame? There's a minigame! Oh, I'm so excited. I love this. Oh no, looks like a crazy humanoid is trying to get you out of the apple patch. Do your best to collect as many apples as possible so you can grow big and strong to escape. Avoid running into yourself or it's game over. Alright, loading up my WASD fingers. Let's do it! Alright. Ooh, 1 apple. Am I a snake eating apples though? Two apples. Three apples. Oh, whoops. There we go. 4 apples. 5 apples. 6 apples. 7 apples. I regret starting this. I don't want to sing it anymore. I'm gonna stop now. Oh, shit. Ah, damn. Ran into a wall. Hey, but I got a pretty good amount of money out of it for 57 apples. Okay, cool. I know how to get some money by eating some apples with snakes. Let's approach the happy man. Hello, happy man. You don't look very happy. When you approach the yellow man, you notice his eyes flickering over the pasture nervously. As you come closer, he sends you an awkward smile, lifting his hand in a half wave. Well, hello there. You're the guest staying at the inn, aren't you? It's a small town, so honestly, it's not a surprise that word is spread about your presence. Yeah, that'd be me. My name is Cece. It's nice to meet you. Well, it's nice to meet you, Cece. I'm Dijon, and I'm a shepherd around these parts. Is this Clue? Your mind flashes for a moment back to the sign you saw in the field. Oh, you're a shepherd? Are you the one who put up that sign about the snakes? Dijon's nose wrinkles a little in annoyance at the mention of snakes, but he nods. Those damn snakes keep biting my poor sheep, and I'm damn tired of it. If you catch them, there will be a good reward for you. As he speaks, Dijon's eyes seem to wander the flock nervously. Why you got shifty eyes, homie? You can tell Dijon seems concerned about something, his eyes searching over the pasture anxiously. Even though you don't know him very well, you feel strangely compelled to help. Is something wrong? You look nervous. Well, okay, I gotta ask you a big favor, and it's a little bit embarrassing. It kind of sounds shady, to be honest, but you figure you should probably give it a shot. Well, considering the man's blonde, he's probably going to axe murder me. I mean, it's not the craziest thing you've ever done, right? What do you need? Maybe I can help you. The man seems relieved at the idea that you'd be open to helping, depending on what you need me to help with. Tell me first. Well, you see, I think I lost track of one of my sheep, but the problem is I can't really count much higher than 10. The man holds up 2 hands, his face a little red as he wiggles his fingers. I've only got 10 fingers, you know. Use your toes. Agree because you feel bad for him. Agree because you think he's funny. Ask why he even lost track of them in the first place. Yeah, dumbass. How'd you even lose one of your sheep, you stupid bitch? I mean, I don't want him to think I'm pitying him. So, you're a funny guy, Dijon. You can't help but laugh a little, lifting both your hands and wiggling your fingers back. Well, I've only got 10 myself, but I'll see if I can do any better. A quick head count of the sheep reveals there are 22 of them in the pasture. Well, there's 22 of them. How many are there supposed to be? The man cringes a little, laughing sheepishly. I get it. Sheepishly. He's a shepherd. Well, the good news is you can count better than me. He hesitates, then grins at you awkwardly. You're beginning to realize this is the face he makes when he wants something. I hate to ask, but can you help me look for that last sheep? Honestly, it's kind of hilarious the mess this guy has gotten himself into. Sure, let's find your sheep, sir. You give his question a moment of consideration, then smile back at him brightly. Yeah, I think I can give you a hand. Splitting up would probably be the most efficient way to search, to be honest, but the moment you try to branch off, Dijon snags your hand in his, leading you with him. The sun is beginning to go down, so the shining light of golden hour looks like a halo behind his head. Come on, stay with me. We should work together. Even when he's sure you're sticking with him, he doesn't let go of your hand, leading you happily. He pulls you into the tree line to search, poking through the brush and leaves. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna stab me out here in the woods, bury me? Is he gonna feed me to that werewolf man? Probably. Blondes are like that. They're sneaky. Oh, look at those dumb little eyes. It doesn't take long before you hear a mournful bleating, and Dijon drops your hand to run to the source. Sure enough, about 10 feet away, a fat little sheep stands stuck, its wool tangled on a bramble. Look at him, he's so sad and dumb. Dijon deftly untangles the sheep's wool, ignoring the scrapes and cuts that the thorns create on his hands. When the sheep is free, he wraps his arms around it, hugging it to his chest for a minute. I'm glad the poor thing is all right. It's not very safe for animals to get lost out in these woods. For a moment, he seems distant, remembering something distasteful. Not too safe for humans either. We'd better get going before nightfall, or we'd get eaten by Wade Clinton. Curtis? Will Curtis? What the fuck was that guy's name? It doesn't say. Shit, I thought it would be listed. It's like Will Curtis or Wade Curtis or Will Clinton. I don't know. I don't know, man. You can't expect me to remember the names of 8 different people. Okay. Dijon takes your hand in his, leading a rope lead around the sheep's neck with the other. By the time you make it back out to the pasture, the sun is sunk close to the horizon. Dijon herds his sheep back into their pen, and you give them a quick head count as he does. All 23 are present and accounted for. Dijon grins, turning to you with a wash of pink on his face that could be the sunset, or could be a blush. Well, I have some free time now if you'd like to sit and hang out. He leads you to the big barn nearby and up a ladder into a hayloft. 'Cause that's where you hang out, right? The hayloft, not in the house. Hayloft. In the hayloft, a hodgepodge of belongings are strewn about near a makeshift hay bed. Oh, is he sleeping in the hayloft? Where's your house, sir? Dijon plops down at the edge of the loft, his legs dangling over the edge, and pats the spot next to him. Sitting there, staring down at the rustling sheep as they seek somewhere comfortable to rest, you can't help but asking, why take this job in the first place, if you don't mind saying? Doesn't not counting make it hard? Dijon seems to debate answering for a moment, then speaks up. Well, at first I was going to go to the big city and make something of myself. I used to live at the church orphanage a few towns over, and when I finally was released, I wanted to make it big. I guess on the way to the big city, I ran into this town. I'm sorry, I just realized that my face was blocking this perfectly the whole time. I have this little E-bar. It's moved down a little bit today. I'm thinking it's energy. Not entirely sure. And then our money. Okay, so this makes sense why we're not in the house if he doesn't own the ranch. I guess he just sleeps in the hayloft. And well, not to sound like a lazy bum, but that seemed a whole lot easier than making it big. He can't help but smile, flopping down to lay on his back and stare up at the barn ceiling. Besides, it's a job that makes me happy. Sheep are cute and soft, and I like a job that's not too difficult. Honestly, in a way, his laziness is kind of endearing. He seems happy with the life he's made for himself. You settle down to lay on the loft next to him, and are surprised to catch him looking at you. His expression is different than the dorky grins you've seen on him before. Dijon's gaze seems almost hungry now as he looks at you. You know, you look pretty great in lighting like this. Stop. Dijon shifts closer to you, one broad hand coming to rest warmly on your thigh. You know, now that I don't have to worry about rounding up the sheep, we could have a little fun. Ooh. Dijon, relax. I gotta say, I've been wanting you all day, but I just couldn't find the right chance. Ooh! Fresh. Fresh. What do you say? Want to take a roll in the hay? Get out. I was leaning towards yes until this moment, and now I'm gonna have to have a hard pass. Hard pass. It seems even at a time like this, Dijon can't take himself seriously. The goofy smile on his face is pretty endearing, honestly. And he looks pretty good himself in this light. You know what? Yeah, that sounds like a damn good time to me. Dijon seems to pause for a moment, his face flushed deep red as he watches you. I gotta ask, honey, how do you want to do this? 'Cause I don't think there's many other people I'd trust to be on top, but for you, I could make an exception. I don't know. Let's be assertive. Assertive. At his question, he smiles, shifting to push his chest, laying him flat on his back. Let me take control. Oh, God. Okay. Dijon gives you a dopey smile, propping himself up a little on his elbow so he can watch you. Okay. Dijon seems a little bit hesitant. Under all his confidence, he's not entirely sure about giving up control. Okay. He looks like he's dead. He looks dead. What is this face? Oh my God. Now, with you laying beside him, Dijon pulls you close, pressing his face to the top of your head and breathing in your scent. You really are so perfect, aren't you? I've heard that before. Dijon's voice is softer now, sweetly enamored as he holds you to his chest. We can get dressed in the morning, all right? Tonight, I just want to hold you. You give Dijon a sleepy sort of nod, too tired to protest. He really managed to wear you out. Dijon laces a hand through your hair, stroking it warmly as he settles down to sleep. I'm so happy you're mine. Let's pump the brakes there a little bit, Dijon. We're gonna do a pause and a rewind there, friend. We are not... No. That's a little too fast for me. I don't want to be the one to break it to him, though. So I'm gonna sneak out. If you could go and tell him that we're not in a relationship, I'd owe you one. That'd be doing me a solid. If you were more awake, you might think it odd that he assumes you're his only after one night, but for now, you drift peacefully off to sleep. Well, okay, so it is energy then. When morning comes and the sun rises above the horizon, you sit up sleepily, rubbing your eyes. Where are you? Looking around at the loft, you remember what happened, and you glance at the man still holding you tight. You extricate yourself carefully, searching for your discarded clothes and straightening your appearance. You have things to do today, so you can't stay here forever. As you walk away from the barn, you find yourself a little unsettled. You could swear it seems like someone is watching you go. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. You can't trust blondes. You can't. But then again, maybe it's one of the sheep. Okay, so far I am thoroughly enjoying this game. I am very happy that I got it. I am super excited to keep playing, but I do have to end it here. So I hope that you will continue to ride with me in the wild, wild west. I meant on a horse. I meant horse, like. Anyways, thanks for being here, and I hope I see you later.
All of my exes were crazy. I'm sure you've heard that before.